This is going to be a rather odd video, but then again, they all are. I was asked to look up Maximilien de Lafayette, a person who writes books, and apparently self-publishes them, at least at first, through vanity presses, and has a group of people showing up giving him positive reviews everywhere. A person who had a website that is, the archives of it show it to be a frighteningly poorly done website, but we shouldn't judge him by that. And poorly formatted for a person who writes books, and including spelling errors when spell check exists, who did multiple books on lots of subjects. And the only reviews I find are on Rational Wiki, simply pointing out that he is yet another person who puts out alternative reality books, but doesn't call them fiction. And in one area on Above Top Secret, someone claiming to have been in a relationship with him at one time and dishing on him being basically a self-absorbed narcissist and cheating this individual out of their pay for ghostwriting part of the books, which was originally, in one of the versions, acknowledged to be basically written by this person for him. In fact, many of the works are works where he simply supervised other people writing them. It's even claimed by some that he has a team of writers that work for him to make sure his works are palatable and profitable. And seems to be easily and transparently divulged as being the person attempting to edit a Rational Wiki page about him, which is the only thing that, besides the Above Top Secret thread, that really pops up. I mean, there's almost nothing about this individual. So let's go with the basics. The titles of the books are, they look almost auto-generated. They're not really book titles. The subject matter covered seems to be attempting to either be just like every other everything you know is wrong, reality is something else, secret facts I dug up and then don't give sources for, or totally going off the rails even by comparison. And on Above Top Secret and other pages, he's been shown to by them to be not liked by them because they just say he's a con man at one point and cite some things that are irrevocably missing. The only thing I am sure of is that I hope to God that, even though the web pages, both of them are long since gone and would have been easily paid for if he wanted to keep them up, I do hope the person who edited those pages never edits another web page again. And I mean, seriously, the flashing GIFs and everything else you don't do. And this was recent, relatively. So, what is my opinion of Maximilien de Lafayette? I have none. There's not enough information about this individual and not enough individuals that would care about this individual to bring up enough data to evaluate. And writing books for $40 a pop for sale by having them seemingly vanity published and claiming to be a well-published author and then eventually saying the most published author in history, which are not just boasts, they're just ludicrous statements. I have to assume at this point that this individual is a self-promoting individual that wants to be seen and talked about. So here's your promotional video for the day. I have no good or bad opinion of this individual, and from what I can see, the individual expends most of his time at one point promoting the books by claiming not to be himself. I don't even care what's in them, and apparently very few people do as well. And there are negative reviews on the Amazon pages. In some cases, the Amazon page is abandoned and a new page is made so that it will have a fresh rack of people to review it. And the books get reviewed very rapidly. By the way, there is a kind of a scam where you set up an Amazon account trying to make yourself a best-selling author by buying your books back from yourself, which does mean you're throwing money down a rat hole, but you don't have to actually ship them. You just claim that you received them. Or you can just ship them from one location to another, and it doesn't show up. So I'm not even sure if this, I mean, this is the funny part. I can't find anybody discussing him over the period of time he's supposed to have been publishing in any great numbers. Does Maximilien de Lafayette, is this an example of the Mandela effect? Because you'd think if somebody was the most published author in history, boast, and was covering the same thing every other nutcase covers, in my opinion, that every one of you would have heard of him by now. If you've never heard of this individual at all, uh, uh, well, we don't have an up and down vote, so we can't even use that where you downvote it. I can't see. I mean, you won't see the down. Thanks, YouTube. I suppose I could put it. No, I'm not going to put it up as a poll. There's no point. This individual doesn't seem to be worth reviewing. But if any of you want to, I'll include all the archived versions of the links below. It'll actually be a single archive that goes to an imager containing all of them because YouTube is flagging really anything this week as, random things to flag. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. I'm pretty sure I wasted your time and mine.